I'm back. Anyone miss me?
Nope.
Yeah, I know. It's been 9 days, 9 whole days of not uploading what could possibly be considered the laziest content on the internet. I know things happen, and human beings are lazy. And I promise I'm not gonna be a Cory Kenshin. And I promise I'm also back for good, and I'm gonna be uploading daily. So excited for that. And I guess today is another reaction video. Satisfying anime getbacks.
Anime getbacks have got to be some of the most satisfying scenes to watch. The feeling of seeing the villain who either betrayed or relentlessly caused the main character infinite amounts of suffering getting exposed or just getting absolutely bodied by the hands of the MC just fills my soul with pure joy. Ain't none better than seeing the motherfucker who want you to lose so badly have karma.
This is what made Shield Hero Season 1 so good. It was a first for me. It was genuinely a first for me seeing an MC get done that dirty. I genuinely did not watch any other anime, and low-key can't even think of any other anime in the top of my mind where like MC was done so dirty.
I'll bite them in their ass. So today we gonna be talking about the most satisfying anime get back scenes I've watched throughout the past few years, starting with arguably the most iconic get back of all time, Kaneki versus Jason from Tokyo Ghoul. Now this scene is
I didn't watch it, but sure, let's
literally
go.
one of the most viewed clips on Crunchyroll's YouTube channel, so I'ma assume most of y'all know ball, but for those of you who don't know anything about this get back, let me give y'all a quick rundown. So this dude Kaneki ends up getting kidnapped, and this dude Jason deadass starts to torture him for two reasons. One, Kaneki had a connection to this ghoul Rize, quite literally, because he got her organs stuffed into him like a Build-A-Bear in the beginning of the anime, and two, bro deadass just felt like it.
This nigga is crazy.
So for about 2 weeks straight, non-stop, this dude Kaneki was subjected to the worst mental and physical torture imaginable. Putting this nasty ass bug inside of his ear, chopping at his toes and fingers, he might as well have turned him into a Kabi Lane mechanism while saying a bunch of 6-7 jokes. I know that shit.
Niggas have gone through worse in history. You know, that's some light torture, you know. I'll say on a scale from 1 to 10, that's some 7, you know. I mean, it's almost there, but it's not quite there yet, you know. Not
Would have
quite
me in
there.
a straitjacket instantly. And the worst part is that because bro was part ghoul, he would end up regenerating, and Jason would just keep repeating
Oh my god, this brother is ugly.
this process, feeling the torture over and over again for hours and hours on end. Bro, this shit was so heinously bad. Kaneki was looking like motherfuckers when anybody tried to make you to
What is with that nose, bro? Like, I got a flat nose, but that shit don't look like that. That's not human. That's not a
listen
human
to
nose.
access entire catalog on Spotify. Like, dog, shut that shit up. Anyways, Kaneki ends up hallucinating Rize and ends up consuming her, which was some symbolic shit for him accepting his ghoul nature, because up until this point, bro hated being a ghoul and felt so disgusted with himself. But at this point, he didn't care anymore. And ain't nothing worse than a motherfucker that stops holding back. His personality and nature instantly shift, and he just turns into this nonchalant ass dude. And eventually, Kaneki's inner Kai Cenat started talking, saying, "Get back, nigga! Get back, nigga!" and sprang out of the chair and started choking the shit out of Jason, finally starting to fight back. So Jason throws him off him, and Kaneki starts wiping his mouth, and that's when bro realized he bit his ass. Dog, he bit his ass fast as fuck. The animators didn't even animate a frame of him doing it, and Kaneki was dead ass on demon timing, telling Jason, "Hey man, you taste like absolute dog shit." So Jason goes in for another attack, only for Kaneki to weave everything he was throwing at him and throw this.
What is this waving though? He looks like he's just spinning in the air.
Which gets blocked and allows Jason to rotate this man's leg at least 5 times in a second. But Kaneki does a little switcheroo and pulls a twin gun volley on Jason. This dude wanna be Asagi so bad. And bro, this how you know this dude Kaneki about to fuck this man up. He instantly regenerates his leg back to normal and says, Twin, are you serious? That shit don't work on me. And from this point on, all you're going to be seeing is straight belt to ass disrespect from Kaneki. So Jason ends up getting rage bait by Kaneki's trash talk and starts lashing out. And look at this man Kaneki hitting bro with a weave, got your dumbass, weave with the left uppercut. But Jason in his whatever the fuck this is completely eats that shit and tries to pitch Kaneki across the room like his name's Shohei Ohtani. But Kaneki comes out the smoke aura farming and saying, "Alright, little bro, it was my turn." They get a scrapping and Kaneki absolutely cooks this man. And you would think his name Yamcha with the way bro got laid out like.
Oh my god. That she flatter than Yamcha. Oh my god, it's done.
And this was when Kaneki completed his get back. He started torturing Jason, and just like Jason asked him while he was torturing him, he said, "What's 1,000 minus
torture
7?
for torture."
Count that shit backwards. And this shit was wrapped. In the end, Kaneki ate this motherfucker like a Big Mac, and bro completed one of the most iconic get backs of all time. However, unlike Tokyo Ghoul, where Kaneki had
he got his get back and torture. Who doesn't like that? I'm joking, but I don't feel no connection to this because I couldn't finish season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul. I can't lie. It has an audience, and the audience is in me.
deal with a Jason psychotic ass. This next get pack we gonna talk about involves a manipulative, trifling asshole.
Yep, this is what I like. I mean, I still absolutely despise this anime, but this was so good.
Fumi exposing mine from the rising of the shield hero. Now, I want to make this 100%.
The anime could have literally just ended when Naofumi got his get back. Nothing else had to happen. Honestly, nothing else had to happen, bro. That is basically where the good parts end. That's literally where the good part ends. It just like the end of season 1 was boring, and everything else after that was bore fest. It was so bad. My god, actual pain to the eyes.
Clear before I talk about this scene. I never watched Rising of the Shield Hero. Yeah, all right.
What?
Whatever. But me personally, I just never really found interest in watching it. I do know, however, of this one particular scene from the show that I just had to put in this video real quick. As far as I'm aware, this girl Malty or Mine or whatever the fuck you want to call her started accusing Naofumi of SAing her and doing some other heinous behavior shit. And because her dad is a king, he could do whatever the fuck he wanted. Bro called for the execution of the shield hero. And understandably, my boy Naofumi is absolutely perplexed. Bro has no idea what was going on until he saw this girl Mine start taunting his bitch ass. And it was at that moment that he realized he was being set up since the moment that bro met her. And everything that led to this moment was so that he could take the fall for everything going wrong in the kingdom. But thankfully, the queen wasn't having any of this bullshit and believed that Naofumi was falsely accused. So she ended up putting the king and her own daughter on trial. And dog, I don't know about y'all, but this was one of the most satisfying watches I've had in a while. The queen ordered for a temporary slave's crest to be put on her daughter, which deadass makes it so that shorty couldn't tell a single lie, or else she'll deadass take.
So he did watch. He basically watched as much as me.
A whole thunderbolt from Pikachu, and she was begging and pleading for this shit not to get put on her, saying that she's a quote-unquote good and honest girl. And the queen wasn't falling for that shit. She said, "Bitch, please, you a pathological liar, shut your bitch ass up." And as the trial proceeded one by one,
But like, I bet the queen must have been so devastated. Like, your husband and your daughter are just not good people. I would feel pretty betrayed by my family if that was the case. It is what it is, and it's also just anime. Get over it, Tibo.
every single question that the queen asked her, she got shocked every single time she tried answering. All the crimes that Naofumi was accused of, like trying to kill the
She was pretty bad. I don't even know why she's trying to lie, having a lie detector on her neck. Like, I would just, it's game over. Like, the first shock, if I lie and it shocks me, I know that she works and I'm just not lying
heir of the
again.
throne, seeing that he was a devil, everything got cleaned up just like that. Like, dog, you would think that she would try telling the truth after like the first time of getting shot, but her dumbass just kept lying as if it was going to help her at all. Deadass had her feeling like Hassan's dog, I'm dead. But the most satisfying shock that she endured was when she was asked if Naofumi actually assaulted her. And when she tried saying that he did in fact do it, God himself struck her down, and everyone knew the truth about the princess and the king. They were cooked. They were then stripped of their noble status, and karma bit them in the ass. They were sentenced to death by execution. But on the low key, Naofumi didn't think it was the right thing to do, because unlike them, he actually has some sort of compassion in human empathy.
Alright, I wouldn't also want them to die, I'm gonna be honest. But I would be pretty salty. I would still want them to suffer some pretty hellish hell. So I don't know. I guess I would just banish them from the kingdom. Simple as that. Let them fend for themselves. That's much better than dying, right? I mean, obviously they probably will just go and die somewhere because, like, let's be honest, royalty falls from royalty and then gets banished out of the kingdom. Anyone from another kingdom sees you, remembers that you are the king of this other kingdom, and now you're just chilling here. They have no reason to really like fuck you up, but they also kind of has like every reason to fuck you up. I mean, they can. I don't know, but I know it's gonna be a tough life, and I think that's still better than living in the kingdom as being stripped away from your title. Because if you're living in the kingdom being stripped away from your title and you did anybody wrong, oh my god, you are gonna get absolutely cooked. You are gonna get absolutely devoured.
So right before the execution was about to take place, he objected and said that they were technically getting off easy by a swift and quick execution. So instead, he proposed that both the king were to change his legal name to Trash, while Malti changed her name to Bitch as a quote-unquote more fitting punishment. Even though nobody would have blamed him if he did absolutely nothing, because the entire time they were just completely slandering my boy, calling him a devil, he still decided to pity their ass. But dog, do you know how tragic living a life under these names gotta be? Like, everybody gonna remember that shit forever, even in the history books. And on top of that, everybody is dead ass laughing at your pathetic ass because they can call your ass a bitch and you can't even do anything about it because it's your legal name. This dead ass like those TikTok or YouTube ads where you go from level 50 mafia boss to a level 1 crook. No money, no hygiene, no huzz. Literally everything
Nice
you used to have
analogy.
is stripped from you. Anyways, that's one of the best getbacks in anime in my opinion, because some about trifling ass women getting exposed for lying
Honestly,
and slandering motherfuckers
the
on
best.
their name just makes me so
best.
goddamn happy. However, the final and last getback is going to entail one of the best walkdowns in modern anime. We got Yuji telling Mahito that I am you. Now,
Is it crazy to say I haven't reached this part yet? Is it crazy to say that I haven't finished season 2 of JJK? Ah! I could low-key just go finish it right now and finish this video. But I'm not gonna do
I've
that
covered
anyways.
plenty of JJK scenes on my channel, but this is one I have yet to cover. So for some quick context, this dude Mahito killed 3 important people in Yuji's life right in front of him all 3 times. So it was inevitable that
Type shit.
Mahito was going to face the hands of Yuji left right goodnight Itadori. With the help of his best friend Toto, these two got to
These two are honestly a god tier duo.
jumping. So it
Get the
starts
fuck
off
out
with
of
them
here.
back in the subway, and Toto throws this motherfucker Yuji across the subway in front of Mahito and is immediately on his ass. While Mahito start doing that stupid cloning shit and they get to scrapping. And when the smoke clears, these two are staring him the fuck down, ready. But as soon as Mahito used his transfiguration technique to make a humanoid train, these motherfuckers got to step in and start playing Subway Surfers in this bitch. And as soon as they got out the tunnel, Mahito starts trying to put the ISO on Toto, but this shit ain't work on him. Like, dog, analyze this shit. Mahito
Bro, Todo is always just like clean of any bruise, cut, or injuries, while Yuji is always covered in them. Like, why? I mean, obviously, Todo probably just pulled up, didn't fight anybody, while this nigga Yuji has probably been fighting for a while. But still, it feels like every time I see the two of them, Toto is always just clean of
chases
injuries.
bro onto the tracks, but Toto pulled that one move you do as a kid when you push off the side of the pool and tries to go for a kick, but Mahito evades that shit and tries to catch him lacking. But Toto hit this clean move, switching places midair and hitting this elite kick to Mahito, sending him all the way to the elevator, hitting Toto with the
Wait, Toto can hit him too?
I'm
Okay.
fuck with you, with Yuji and Toto chasing after him. And when they see him, Yuji throws.
It's been so long since I watched season 1, but I'm pretty sure Yuji was the only one who could hit him. Right? I can't remember that well. But I could have sworn Yuji was the only one who could hit him.
This piece of rock at about 100 miles per hour, causing Toto hitting this
The audio was just muted. That's cool.
hitting this absolutely diabolical black flash on Mahito. And then we got the 120% panel, and all three of these
Why?
are
Why?
absolutely locked in. Mahito then proceeds to break the entire underground subway station, taking this fight back to the surface of the city, still taunting Yuji by saying he gotta try harder if he wanna beat him.
Yuji, you a bitch!
For a free hit. But this is when Mahito started doing some Mickey Mouse cartoon shit. He pops his head off his body and just starts running away while the rest of his body is fighting Yuji and Toto in the background. And Mahito ends up using this transfigured human that starts giving our duo a wee bit of problems. Like, bro had Toto looking like an NPC straight day.
He can just create life. Oh. He can just create life whenever he wants. If he can create one of those things, what's stopping him from making more than one of them, you know? Numbers are actually very important in fighting, in my opinion. And I think the more people you have on your side, the stronger you are.
And had bro bouncing around the building like a pinball machine. But eventually Toto took care of him. Eventually Mahito ended up finding a way to use his domain expansion by copying what Gojo did and only using it for 0.2 seconds, dodging a fade with Sukuna, which he definitely didn't want, and hitting Toto.
I don't know a lot of things in this show. Oh my god, I don't know a lot of things in this show. I gotta watch it.
Domain, but Toto, like an absolute dog, realized this shit with his 500,000 IQ brain, and as soon as he saw his arms start turning into pure beef, he chopped that shit right off. But this gave Mahito an opening to get a clean gut check on my boy, and although he spitting blood, he ate that shit clean. And Mahito thought this shit was barbecue chicken from here, since Toto couldn't.
Is the fact that like Mahito, like, he's taken so many hits, he still looks like he hasn't been grazed, bro. Like, this is the kind of shit that pisses me off, man. Enemies that just, it feels like they are not taking damage, bro.
Possibly activate his technique again since he's missing one of his hands. But what he forgot to account for is that he could still activate his technique by clapping his cheeks. I mean hand. And this right here was one of the strongest right hooks I seen from Yuji. Straight clocked his ass. However, Mahito ain't finished. Bro finally want to pull some bullshit transformation he's been saving till now, but it didn't phase Yuji in the slightest. He was still gonna run the hands. They were for real going band for band in this fight. Like, bro, this fight choreography was dead as gorgeous. And a moment before they were.
Wait, who taught Yuji to box though? I know Yuji is like naturally strong, but who taught him to box? Because he's really good at boxing against straight curses, which I think is pretty
About
insane.
a clash, Toto emerged from above them and said that the hands were just for show, and clapped without one of his hands, and Mahito immediately swung at absolutely nothing. Had bro looking completely lost. Somebody get this boy a map. Mahito got absolutely baited by this because Toto deadass couldn't use his technique anymore. He was just a distraction, and this allowed Yuji to hit the meanest black flash on bro, and this completely cooked Mahito. Hit bro out of.
Man, the kind of things niggas have to go through to fight just one single curse. Bro, this shit sucks, bro. This world absolutely sucks. What do you mean I can't use that cool ass technique that I... Oh my god, like, what do you mean? He's done... That's such a cool ability to lose. Oh my goodness, man. I would be pretty sad.
This transformation, he was out of tricks, out of moves, and most importantly, out of transfigured humans to use. Yuji has gone through his entire arsenal and was standing over him menacing, saying, I am you, basically vowing
So what if he's out of tricks? He can just reuse them. What?
to
Like,
grow right then and there. Whether if he's reborn, reincarnated, or if he changes his name or appearance, it don't matter. Whatever he might do, he was gonna find bro and kill him every single time till he dies. And then we got the goddamn where you go I go, what you see I see. In a nutshell, it was
I don't know why this nigga is running though. Cause like, so what? Yuji is still a human. Eventually he'll run out of stamina. You are a curse. Surely you don't fall that easy. Clearly I don't have enough context to this fight, but I feel like this guy is too busted to be running away from Yuji. Like, am I tripping?
basically Mahito whining and running like a bitch, while Yuji got to Aura Farm and beat his frustration into him. And despite this severe ass beating by Yuji, he wasn't even the one to kill him. But hey, he beat the living brace off him, so that counts as a W. Get bad for me.
I had too many questions because I did not fucking watch JJK, my useless ass. Anyways, thank you all for watching and peace out. I don't know what I'm doing. I love you guys. Bye.